But welcome to boot camp. We'll begin with our warm-up. Rosie's going to help us. Apparently he's very excited today. We'll take a nice wide stance and we're going to go for a squat and reach, but we're going to reach arms out as we squat down and then just lift to reach up overhead. Again, squatting down, reaching out, and then we'll stand and reach up. Just getting as low as comfortable. You can keep it really slow with your tempo. Working to, again, stretch those hips out, start to bring some warmth to the legs and warmth to the upper body as we're just holding and then reaching. So now 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can finish it out. Keeping our wide stance, we'll just bring arms out to the side and we'll go to our windmill toe touches. So hinging down to reach towards the shin and back up towards the other shin, back up. Just slow and steady, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings and low back. And per usual, using our glutes to lift us up, kind of pressing the hips forward as we stand. Of course, Rosie finds a squeaky toy today. About 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. We'll go to some big arm circles. We'll start backwards today, switching it up just a little bit, nice and vague. Either go for same time or alternating into that swimming motion, getting a little rotation with the body. And we'll switch directions. We'll bring them forward in either same time or swimming motion. Just nice and big, loosey-goosey. All right, and shake the arms out. Going for a march next. We'll press the fists together to keep the upper body active throughout. And then we're going to bring one knee up and kind of twist towards that side, just alternating slow and steady. And exhaling as we twist, inhale as we bring it back to the center. If you want to match movement to breath. About 10 more seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. We'll shake it out. We'll finish up with some jumping jacks just to get the heart rate up a little bit here. So you can either go for a toe tap to the side or regular jumping jacks. But we'll go ahead and get started. We have about 20 seconds here. And really big arm motions, taking up some space. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. All right. Starting off today, let us toy away here. We have a squat and press out. So you can either use 1 or 2 dumbbells. We'll begin with a nice wide stance. We're going to be squatting down and then pressing that weight out in front of us, pulling it back into the chest, and then coming to standing. So again, squat, press, pull, and stand. You can either do it with 1 or 2 dumbbells, depending on the weight you have. Feel free to play around, find what weight works best. We will be coming back to this 3 times total. We have 3 rounds through with these exercises today. So you can pick your weight accordingly. Again, nice wide stance to start. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So squatting down, pressing it out, pull it back, and stand it up. We're trying to keep the weight back in the heels, really focusing on drawing belly button towards the spine to brace the core tight. Help support the body, especially as we press that weight out. Create a long lever. Awesome work. We'll keep it going here. 15 seconds left. Here we go, strong and focused. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. We'll head down to our mats next. We'll need 2 dumbbells for this one. We have a Renegade Row. So for Renegade Row, we're going to be doing 1 push-up followed by 2 rows, 1 on each side. So for the push-up, you can either have hands flat on the mat, or you can grip the dumbbells if that's more comfortable for the wrists. It's totally up to you. But like I said, 1 push-up, either on the knees or toes. And then same options, if you want to do rows down on the knees, you can, or you can also lift yourself up for those rows, just trying to keep the body as stable as possible and really leading with that elbow as we row the weight up. So you can pick what options are best for you. Feel free to mix and match, play around with it. We have 45 seconds here, so you can take your time. We'll get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, 1 push-up followed by 2 rows, 1 on each side. It can either be on the knees or on the toes for both these exercises. And focusing on bracing that core nice and tight, drawing belly button towards the spine. Go, keep breathing through. You have 10 seconds left. Down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. Good. We're going to stay down on our mats. You can set the weights aside for this last one. We have X crunches. So just like it sounds, we're going to start in an X position. So legs are out wide, arms are out wide. We're going to be sitting up to reach towards that leg as we lift it up, alternating sides and trying to get up as high as comfortable, really focusing on getting those shoulder blades off the mat as we reach. So same as the other 2 exercises, we have 45 seconds. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And sitting up to reach towards the outside of that foot. Should get a little twist at the top. Rosie's a lot more interested today than usual. Here we go, we're already over halfway through. And 15 more seconds. Down to 10, trying to get up a little bit higher if you can. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, you can relax. We'll roll our way to standing. We're back to the top, back to our squat and press out. So you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells, depending on what you used last time, how it went. And we'll get ready for our 45 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, wide stance. Squat it down, press out, pull back, and stand. You're really trying to keep our weight back in the heels. Core brace nice and tight to help keep the body stable as we create that long lever with the press out. Always remembering to breathe through this exercise. Here we go, 15 more seconds, hanging tough. Down to 10, we'll try to get a little bit lower in that squat if we can. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, good. We'll make our way down to the mat. Renegade row, so 1 push-up, 2 rows with 1 per side, either knees or toes. We'll get ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1, begin, and 1 push-up. Strong rows as we brace that core tight. Leading with the elbows and really squeezing those shoulder blades with the row. Awesome work, everyone. We have 15 seconds left here. And home stretch. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. Keep it even. Good. We'll set the weights aside. You can flip onto your back for our X crunches. So starting nice and wide, legs out wide, arms out wide. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So sitting up to reach towards the outside of that foot, alternating sides. Getting up as high as comfortable for you. Really working to get that shoulder blade off the mat as we reach. Nice and slow on the way down. Take your time. Down to our final 10 seconds here. Pushing all the way through the end. Here's 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. Good. Woo. We'll make our way back to standing. One more round through, then we have a fun burst of cardio following this round. So you can grab 1 or 2 dumbbells. Last time with our squat and press out. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squatting down, pressing the weight out, pulling back, and stand it up. And nice wide stance, strong base, keeping that core nice and tight throughout. Maybe trying to get a little bit lower in that squat if you can, this final round, since we're all nice and warm. There we go. We have 15 seconds left. Really controlling that weight still. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll make our way down to the mat. Renegade rows are next. So 1 push-up, 2 rows, 1 on each side. We'll start to get ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1 push-up and 2 rows, either on knees or toes. You can play around, mix and match. Just making sure we are leading with the elbow with that row, squeezing the shoulder blades tight. We pull those weights up. Awesome work, everyone. We have 15 seconds left. And home stretch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can stretch it back. We'll set the weights aside. Back to X crunches. Laying down on the mat, legs wide, arms wide. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reaching up, and opposite foot. Getting that little twist as we sit up and reach. Getting up as high as comfortable for you. All those good things. Rosie's really hanging with us today. Ugh. 15 seconds. And final 10. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Laughing is keeping it so I can't even put my leg down. Resistance is not helping today. But anywho, as promised, we have some cardio next. So speeding things up a little bit, we have 2 exercises. We'll go through 30 seconds per exercise with a 15-second break in between. So the first one, we have 2 options, either ladder drills, so quick steps going in and out. You can do whatever you want with the arms. This looks really silly, but the more you can get involved, the more the heart rate's gonna jump up. And the second option for that, if you don't want to do quick steps, is quick hops in and out. If you want to just have the arms follow, you can do that. Second exercise we have is sprinters. So staying nice and low, we're going to drive the knee forward and pump those arms, and we'll switch halfway through. It'll be really quick, 15 seconds per side. We'll go through all again. So ladder drills are first, either quick steps or hops, whatever you want to do with the arms, just keep it active. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. And either nice and quick here or quick hops. Wherever we're at, goal is quick. We're already over halfway through, keep it moving. 10 more seconds. Try to speed it up. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can take a little breather, 15-second break. Getting ready for our sprinters next. We'll start with the right leg, so we'll keep a generous bend. We'll drive that left knee forward in 3, 2, 1, here we go. And sprinters, pump those arms. Drive that knee and stay nice and low. The heart rate right up there. We'll switch in 3, 2, 1, switch legs, left leg down, grab the right knee, pump the arms. There we go, 10 more seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a 15-second break. Woo. We're back to ladder drills or hops. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So those quick steps, light on the feet, more hops. Do whatever is comfortable with the arms. Might look silly, but that's okay. Here we go. We're halfway through. We'll keep it moving nice and quick. Keep the whole body involved. 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a 15-second break. Whew, shake it out a little bit. Sprinters are next. We'll start with the left leg this time. Keeping a generous bend. Right leg will be the one driving forward. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. And drive that knee, pump those arms as quick as you can. There we go. Get ready to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Quick switch, right leg down, left knee drives. Keep pumping those arms as much as you can. We want full body involvement today. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we'll shake it out. Woo. We're gonna slow it back down with some strength. So catch your breath, feel free to grab a sip of water if you'd like. All right, and same format, we have 3 exercises for strength. First one, we have a fun combo with some lunges. So with our lunge, we're going to do reverse, so stepping it back. We're going to do a hammer curl, so palms are facing, a kick back, and then stand it back up. So again, lunge, hammer curl, kick back, and stand it up, and we'll switch sides too, so alternating that lunge, bicep, tricep. The kickback's not gonna go too far, just really focusing on straightening the arm out with a kickback. Then after that, we're gonna head down to the mat, so just be ready for that transition. Otherwise, you can pick up your dumbbells. We have 45 seconds with our lunge, hammer curl, kickback in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Stepping it back, we'll curl first, kick back, and then stand up, switch sides. Okay, not a ton of movement with the kickback, just trying to straighten out the arm, maybe lift it an inch or two. The palm should stay facing inward the whole time. There we go. Making sure to keep that knee right above the ankle with that lunge. 10 seconds left here. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. We'll head down to the mat as promised. We have glute bridges with a leg extension. So you have option of using weights. If you'd like to use your weights, you can hold 1 or 2 dumbbells over the hips. So we're going to be lifting into the glute bridge, extending one leg, the other leg, and then lowering back down. So recommend keeping the elbows kind of grounded down to help support the body, keep it stable as we march, and lower back down. So we'll go for 45 seconds. Feel free, again, weights, no weights, feel free to grab them or ditch them at any time. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So glute bridge lifting up. Try to straighten out one leg, the other leg, and right back down. And if that's uncomfortable, you can always just kind of carefully lift, not quite as far back down. Kind of getting used to that instability while still challenging the glutes and hamstrings. Good. Awesome work. We'll keep it up. We have 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out, keep it even, and we'll relax. From here, we'll just roll up to a seated position. You just need 1 dumbbell for this next one, so a little core shoulder combo. We have a boat pose, hold, and single arm overhead press. So by all that, I mean that we are seated with either heels on the ground, leaning back, or heels hovering, leaning back, but keeping that chest lifted tall, core braced tight. Then we'll have one arm out straight. The other arm is going to be pressing and lowering back down. So again, feet either hovering or down. Then halfway through, we're just gonna switch sides to even out the shoulder work. So 1 dumbbell, pick your foot position. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And just making sure wherever you're at, we're leaning back, just pressing up with that one arm, slow and steady. And it's a little bit harder if you have those feet hovering. We'll get ready to switch arms in 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll switch sides. Just pressing straight up, keeping that lean back. Good work. Continue to exhale on that press. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll set the weight down for a second just to make our way up to standing. Back to our reverse lunge, bicep curl, tricep extension, or kickback, excuse me. So we'll grab 2 dumbbells. We'll get ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, stepping back. We'll curl it up, kick it back, stand up, and switching legs for those lunges, making sure to alternate sides. And that kickback is just a slight movement with this more upright positioning. Keeping all that arm work controlled, slow with the curl, slow with the kickback, trying not to use too much momentum to do either of those movements. We have less than 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Whew. Make our way down to the mat or back to our glute bridge with those leg extensions, or again, if you want to just keep it to a smaller shift, just lifting up the legs slightly, you can do that too. Definitely listen to your body, feel it out. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So lifting up and just getting that slight either leg extension or shift with just picking up the foot, letting one side work a little bit harder than the other for a moment, right back down. Really working those glutes, working the hamstrings, a little bit with the low back, but mainly focused on glutes and hamstrings with this. Good, and we have about 10 seconds left. We'll finish out strong here, stay focused. This is a tough one. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can lower down. We'll roll our way up, back to our boat pose and single arm overhead press with feet either down or hovering, or you can mix and match. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pressing on one side, giving a nice lean back to keep that core engaged. Trying to get the arm all the way up nice and straight if you can. We'll get ready to switch arms into 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll switch sides, keep it going, keep that nice lean back. Keep that core working. We can do this. 10 seconds to go. Lift the chest a little bit taller. In 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll set the weight down. Back to the top. 3rd time's the charm. So we're back to our reverse lunges. And curl to kick back. We'll get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Stepping it back, curling up, kicking back. We'll come to stand, alternating sides. Nice slow movements for both the bicep curl and that kick back, and just a slight press back extension of the arm. Good work. With our lunge, making sure that knee is staying right above the ankle, and as we step up, we should be lifting through the heel. Keep that good form going, even the 3rd time around. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll make our way down to the mat, back to glute bridge. Option of weights, no weights. You know the drill. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting and just lifting one foot up, extending if you can. Keeping it nice and slow. Just really focusing on controlling those hips, keeping the body as stable as we can. That's the challenge here. And you can take your time. We're keeping most of our weight in the heels, even as we kind of shift the weight, should be in the heel on that one foot. 10 more seconds, almost there. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. We'll slowly make it down, roll ourselves up to a seated position, back to our boat pose, single arm press. Final time in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, keeping a nice lean back, pressing all the way up, controlling on the way down. Exhaling as we press and inhale on the way down. We want to match movement to breath. Get ready to switch arms in 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch sides. Keep that nice lean back, fighting through all the way to the end. Here we go. Almost there. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. We'll set the weight down. Woo, make our way to standing. All right. I honestly don't remember if this was the 30-minute class or 45, but I'm going to go a little over if it was 30. So we do have a little bit of cardio to finish up. We will use a weight for the first one, so you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I do recommend going a little bit on the lighter side with this. So we'll take a nice wide stance. These are called Canoe Paddlers. So we're going to start with the weight out. We're going to slowly just kind of bring it down to one side and then lift it back up using the obliques to kind of power it up, as well as the shoulders, just a little bonus. So we'll stay on one side for 15 seconds, and then we'll switch. So kind of starting off to the side and bring it down and right back up. So wide stance and back off on the weight a little bit, at least to start. And try to avoid getting too much of a twist. You want to really stop and control that movement with the oblique on whatever side we're twisting towards. With all that said, we'll get ready to go here. 15 seconds per side, 30 seconds total. Then I'll let you know the second exercise when we get there. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's bring that weight down and kind of lifting with the oblique. It should be a little bit quicker on the way up. Not a ton of movement here. You can kind of twist a little more into it as it gets comfortable, but should be very gradual increase with that twist. We're ready to switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll switch. You're down to the other side. Nice quick on the way up. Using those obliques. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Did go a little over in that, but we'll set the weight down. Next up, we have some power side lunges. So with our side lunges, we're gonna be taking a nice wide step, reaching down, reaching up overhead in the center. And wide step reach, and then bring those arms with a nice swoosh all the way to the top. Taking wide steps and landing softly on that foot. So we have 30 seconds, alternating sides as we go. Beginning in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So wide step, reach down and swoop. Arms come strong overhead. So as we lift to the center, that foot that's in the center should be the one kind of pulling us up. Of course, you can press off a little bit with that foot on the outside. Again, for the most part, center foot's our power. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You can finish it out. 15-second break. We'll go back to our canoe paddlers using the weight. Feel free to adjust that weight depending on how the first round went. We'll keep our slightly longer time, doing about 50 seconds, slightly longer. So we'll begin here, wide stance in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So starting on just one side, controlling and kind of lifting up with the obliques, getting a little hip action in there too. Ready to switch sides in 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll switch and twisting down the other way. Really focusing on lifting up quickly with the obliques. Here we go. 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Woo. We'll set the weight down. Back to our power side lunges. About 10 seconds here. A nice wide step out and popping the arms as we stand. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pulling up with that foot in the center. Kind of just shooting straight up. There we go. Keep it up. We're staying strong and steady. We're already over halfway through. Hold on, stretch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Woo. Fun one to end on. Get a nice stretch too in the inner thigh. We'll begin with a little stretch. If you need to run, feel free to do so. Since we're standing, we're going to start with a nice wide stance, just hanging down towards one foot. We'll keep the head and neck lifted for this first side, just to keep breathing, avoid getting lightheaded. Bring the heart rate down just a little bit since we finished with some cardio. Good, and we'll slowly start to hang towards the center. If you're comfortable doing so, you can let the head and neck just relax down. And always an option too, if you want to shift the legs side to side, you can. If you want to kind of rock forward and backward from heels to toes, carefully, you can. Really, whatever movements feel good for your body after that lovely movement we just did. Get one more deep breath here. And we'll slowly make our way to the opposite side. Again, kind of lifting the head and neck slightly here. Nice deep breaths. Appreciating that stretch in the hamstrings, low back. One more deep breath. Good, and we'll slowly roll our way up to standing. Taking some nice shoulder rolls as we kind of narrow our stance. And we'll go to a quad stretch next. Option to hang on to something for balance if you'd like. We'll begin with that left foot. Bring it up gently, getting a little pull so we feel that stretch in the front of the leg. And we'll go ahead and, if you're not holding on to something, you can reach overhead. Maybe hinge forward slightly just to get more of a stretch in the hip flexor. Just an option, don't have to. Take 2 more deep breaths. And after the second deep breath, we'll slowly release, shake it out, and switch sides. Gently bring that right foot up. Again, you can either be hanging onto something or you can reach overhead. Keep your balance. Maybe hinge forward to get a little more stretch in the hip flexor. Good, we'll get one more deep breath. And you can slowly release the foot down, give it a little shake, and we'll finish up with a nice big overhead stretch. You can keep the feet out wide. We'll bring arms over to one side, stretch and reach. Take 2 deep breaths here. Good, and we'll bring it all the way to the other side, nice and slow. Big stretch, 2 more deep breaths. After that second deep breath, you can slowly bring the arms back overhead. release them nice and big, maybe twinkle the fingers, do some jazz hands, and shake it out. Awesome work today with our boot camp. Hopefully all that movement felt great, but happy Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.